Visiting with former Ranger Jordan Barnes. It was just 2 months ago that we were in this same hitting facility talking about the destination where you may go in the MLB draft. It's 2 months later. That was June. This is August. Just take me through the last 2 months of your life. You ended up getting drafted in the 15th round by the New York Yankees, proudly sporting their gear right now. But just take me through the last 2 months.
Man, it was just the whole process, man. It was just a dream all along. I was here in Northwest, and I just came down here with some great guys, and I owe it all to them where I am today right now because, just being here, I learned so much from our coaches and the staff and just the sporting people, and just playing, just being able to get drafted was a dream. And, I got drafted, and that was an exciting day, probably the most exciting day of my life, of course. And, I just got drafted. I went down there 2 days after to sign my contract, and then I started my pro career. And, it's just been awesome, man. I get up every single day, and I just feel like a kid just living my dream out. Every single day I get up, I play baseball, and, that's just all I wanted to do since I was a little kid. It's just awesome. Get up every day, you play ball, and then you just relax after that, get up again the next day and do it all over
No
again.
homework, no nothing.
No homework, no school, man. That's the best part for me, man, just playing ball.
When we were here last time I talked to you, you had just done a couple of different workouts. I think you mentioned 5 or 6 teams that you did workouts for. Was there any way of knowing, who or where where you may have landed leading up to it, or it really was just a complete surprise when you were drafted in the 15th round? I think you got a phone call maybe that day or maybe after the draft pick, but just talking about draft day, and then did you have any idea where or when you'd get drafted?
To be honest with you, not really, because I had gotten calls from different teams on like day 2 and day 3, and then I got a call from a couple teams on day 3 at the beginning, from the Kansas City Royals, the Blue Jays, the Padres, and then the Yankees. They called me then on that day too, and Tampa Bay Rays. So I wasn't sure exactly which one it would be. I just knew it would probably be one of them. And come the 15th round, I'm in the kitchen with my parents, and then the computer's on, and I hear my name called, and the New York Yankees, and I was just like, this is unbelievable, man.
You played here one season, and you've now been with the Yankees organization for a few months. You're down in Tampa, rookie ball. Just came back here. You're originally from Arlington, but will you just spend the next few months back in Arlington, or I believe you go back in January. So what will you be doing the next few months? Obviously, staying in shape and working
absolutely. I'll just be working out every single day, working on my swing, just staying flexible, everything baseball related. I'll be coming down here to see my guys, work out with Coach Selby, and just enjoying my time off in the off season. But I'll just be strictly baseball. I'll just be working out for baseball and spending time with my family.
Well, you're down there with the GCL Yankees. One, there's apparently 2 of them. I think you guys around the 500 mark, something like that. Play most of your games at noon. I believe you said on the weekends you may play at 1 or 2 o'clock, whatever it may be.
No. Saturday I played at 10 o'clock, and I was off on Sunday, so we're going 6 days a week.
You've had some games. You've had some multi-hit games. You've had some tough games. It's just part of professional baseball. We're talking off camera. The caliber of pitching you're facing is basically, you could say like a Cody Reed every day or better. Yeah, and just talk about that transition and the fact that, you're seeing guys in the 90s every time you step to the plate.
Yeah, man. You go out there every single day. Like the first week I was there, I've seen guys throwing 94, 95. I'm talking about every single guy you run out there is throwing that hard. And it's good because you see that every single day. So you eventually get used to it. Now, at this point, I've seen it 50 games. It's not that big of a surprise anymore. When I first got there, you're like, whoa, man, this is eye-opening. It takes some growing up. You got to real quickly get used to it. But, it's pretty good, man. So, every single day you see a good pitcher like Cody Reed ran out there every single day, and they got good stuff they can throw. They can locate. They throw a fastball where they want to. They throw a breaking ball, and they just around the plate, man. But it's definitely a transitioning phase because you have your good days, your bad days, but you just have to stay mentally tough, stay even, never get too high, never get too low, and you just stay in between.
You play in Tampa. What's maybe the furthest trip you take? You stay in Florida?
No, Florida's where we stay. The farthest we went to play the Braves down in Orlando. So that's the farthest that we went down to Orlando. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. But we went on bus rides everywhere, but it was pretty nice. But, yeah, it's usually just around in there. That's the longest trip that we took.
You'll have guys come in rehab, some pro players now that will come down there. Maybe name some guys you've met in the last few months. I know there will be some big-name guys in the pinstripes.
You have the the guy that I grew up idolizing, I mean, just my whole life, is Derek Jeter. Of course, he comes down there. He works out when he was rehabbing. You have Curtis Granderson. I work out in the outfield with him. He's a great guy. Alex Rodriguez, Travis Haffner. Those are the guys that are around. And it's pretty cool, I mean, because, I mean, I'm still a kid, and you're just around these guys when they come back. It's just like, wow, man, here they are.
You ask them for their autograph?
No. No. I try to be as professional as I can. But, like the week before I came back home, I was down on the field for BP at Tropicana Field when the Yankees played the Tampa Bay Rays, and that's just an unbelievable experience to be around those guys, talk to them. And the first person I walk up the steps and I see is number 42, old Mariano Rivera. And the old great Bill Selby hit a walk-off grand slam against him. I almost wanted to say something.
I wondered, did you remind him about it?
I sent a picture of Mariano to Coach Selby, and I said, "Hey, man, you remember this guy?" And he goes, "Yeah, man, the best ever." And I was
That's
like,
right.
"Yeah, man, obviously you're the best ever. You hit a walk-off grand slam against him." And I just think real highly of Coach Selby, man, Coach Carson, Coach Walker, all these guys around here, man, because I couldn't be where I am today without them.
When you come back here to Northwest and you kind of take in practice in the fall and stuff like that, when people ask you questions just about professional baseball in general, and how can they get to that next level too? Because we've been churning out guys here to the pros for years now. If I remember correctly, I want to say it's 10 guys in the last 8 years that have been drafted in the draft. What do you tell guys that ask you about just the experience and just come to Northwest? Like, what is it about Northwest that changed your life?
Man, coming down here to Northwest, just get everything that I needed to perfect and get to, or actually not perfect, because I haven't perfected it yet, but to get better every single day. I mean, I had here, I have an open facility every single day. I can come here when I want to, and I've spent so many times just in this room here in this cages with the coaches, and they're just always, they're just open door guys. You can come to them, you can work with them about anything, and they get to know you more on a personal level than just baseball. Like, these are just great guys. I mean, it's like we're all their kids, and they just treat us as great guys. And if I had my own son and he needed to go to junior college, I'd definitely send him here to Northwest, because I had an unbelievable time here my first year, and it was I just loved it here, every single second of it. And then when I come back here, it just gives me great memories, and I just think about it every single day.
It's just hard to believe that it was only just a few months ago. It really is.
Ago, absolutely.
You're still, what, 18, 19 years old?
I just turned 19 in June.
Just turned 19. Have you set yourself some kind of, short-term goals as to where you want to be, 5 years from now? Do you want to be in AAA? Have you set some random goals for yourself as to where you want to be in 5 years from now?
Yeah, man. Actually, in 5 years, I plan on being in the big leagues, you know what I'm saying? But it just all depends on my development and stuff like that, because you want to get in, develop well, and just make sure you're ready. But it's definitely good, man, because you can go through the system. They take you slow. It's like in rookie ball, they take you slow. It's like the game starts over. They teach it to you again, man. It's just good. Every single day you get out to go out there, and you make mistakes, but you get to learn from them. And that's good early in your career, because that'll set you up for later in your career.
Well, congratulations, through your first few months of professional baseball. You and Cody Reed both right now. Cody's out in Idaho with the Chuckers, and you're with the GCL Yankees 1. So continued success down in Tampa, and we do hope to see you in the big leagues sooner than later.
Absolutely,
So
man.
congrats.
I appreciate it, and go Rangers.